What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. Didi out here in Los Angeles. Chris and Dan are in Pittsburgh, and we are back. Took a little hiatus, took a little break, because why talk about the election when you don't have to? So let's I'm not Anderson Cooper. I'm not on this podcast with Brian Williams. Like, no. Like,
bring in John King. John, tell us about your maps.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
dude, that guy, that Korniacki or whatever the hell that dude's
there
name,
you go.
He got totally blackballed during the election stuff. I thought he was going to be all over TV. I didn't see that guy at all. He's been practicing maps for 4 years on like Sunday Night Football. Nobody asked him to. He's been practicing and practicing and practicing. And then, like, what was he doing on election night?
Dude,
I don't know.
Him, like, hidden on MSNBC. I thought he'd be everywhere too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm loyal to John King, so screw Kornacki.
He's maps. He's tasteful maps. John King is tasteful maps. Korniacki is like edgy maps, and I like my maps to be tasteful. You know?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Tasteful maps.
Maybe we should have recorded last week. I was like, I was saying no one was going to listen to us anyways, but this is intriguing.
Yeah. Tasteful maps. Okay. Well, anyways, today on the show, it is Fitness Brunch. So Chris is going to be taking over. We're talking all things fitness on the Brunch Breakdown. And we got music, we got beer, we got more. It's the Brunch Breakdown. Dan, let everybody know where they can find this thing.
And you can find this thing and every bit of Tasteful Maps everywhere podcasts are available. Maybe we change the name of the podcast to Tasteful Maps and to just see how it does. I'll work on the new logo. But yeah, you can find it anywhere podcasts are available. We give you new episodes each and every Wednesday is when they come out. So hit follow and hit subscribe, whichever you like. And that episode is going to come right to you. It's that simple. Full video episodes are also available that also come out on Wednesdays on our YouTube channel, our Facebook channel, or on Spotify. Just same place you get the audio. You can also find the video on Spotify. Those come out at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, but on demand anytime you want to watch. After that, we are everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown. Let's just throw them out there. Facebook, X, Instagram, Threads, Triller, TikTok, Tasteful Maps, everywhere. And then, of course, we give you what we're listening to each and every week. We put that into a beautiful little playlist, and we update it exclusively on Friday on Spotify. And that tasty little map is called The Sounds of Brunch. So just tell Siri, Alexa, John King, play me The Sounds of Brunch.
I'm sorry. For whatever reason, every episode I'm so compelled to like not let it go more than 3 minutes without inserting a tangent. I don't go into these episodes thinking I'm going to do that, but then
you don't want to derail us, but it just
happens. Didi will say like one word and it'll make me think of something strange. And then here we are.
Don't apologize. I'm here for it. Okay. It makes that intro far more fun. Rufus.
Well, speaking of tangents, Chris, it's time to get it off your chest. Sponsored by what kind of tea you drinking?
Ooh.
Oh, this is the
morning mist.
The lemon ginger from Bigelow with a little bit of probiotics in it. Good for the belly, good for the soul. I have one every morning in it.
Beautiful. Get it off your chest. Brought to you by Bigelow Tea.
Bigelow tea.
Get it off your chest and take it down to your stomach.
And take it off your chest with pinkies up.
Okay. Before I get into my topic, this is Fitness Brunch. And since we have had listeners use the discount codes that we talk about on this podcast, I want to just let everybody know in 2 weeks, Monday, November 25th, Black Friday sale for the training camp online fitness program. It's going to go for 1 week starting on November 25th, 75% off your first month. The code is Black Friday. No, we're not going to use shit your pants. That was a one and only thing because that was for the biggest sale. I promised that was the biggest sale I would ever run. Okay. So I'm not running that same sale again. So we can't use shit your pants, but Black Friday is the discount code, 75% off your first month. Check it out. Okay.
Hold on. Wait, Chris.
Cyber Monday.
Just need to tell you something as a salesman here, someone who sells things. I need to tell you, your biggest sale ever should always be the next sale, whether it is the biggest sale or not, because new people don't know that you did a better sale 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So you just say it's our biggest sale ever. No one's going to know because those people are already signed up and they're just going to be like, all right. But then new people will be like, whoa, it's the biggest sale ever. We're in. So your next sale is always your biggest sale ever.
All right. I'll change my marketing here. I got a couple weeks to figure it out.
Again, that's promo code Tasteful Maps. Promo code Tasteful Maps. One word.
We're going to get you to use another promo code. There's going to be a secret promo code.
It worked last time. It worked last time.
It did work. It did work last time. All right. I mean, I'm open to it, but as always, we'll see how this episode goes. I mean, we're 15 minutes into it and we haven't even started it. Okay, let's start. The thing that I want to get off my chest this week is that I think my newest, my most recent, least favorite form of social media content is, drum roll please, drum roll please, drum roll please, spit take videos. None of them are real. Every single spit take video is staged and I hate it. Like, and I get why they get so much engagement because like somebody's spitting water out of their mouth. Like I get it, but one, it's gross. Like I don't want to be part of that with you. Okay. Just like, I don't want to see that. But like two, it's just so clearly staged. And so it's almost like you're insulting my intelligence to have me think that you didn't, whatever video you're reacting to, you didn't watch it the first time to figure out like, oh, this is a video I should do a spit take video to. And then you screen record it on your phone, and then you put it on the thing, and then you set your phone up with the light, and then you hit record, and you take a drink of water, and then you spit the water. Like, I know what goes behind the scenes. I make occasional reaction content. So I do the reaction video thing. Yeah. I know how much production goes into shooting a reaction video. They're all staged and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. The only ones that like you can tell are actually real are the ones where it's like an organic thing where like I saw one where I was like, okay, that's real because like the phone was set up in the kitchen and somebody was doing something else. And well, no, now I'm talking it through. Maybe that one was fake too. I don't know. I think they all suck. I think they all suck, and I want people to stop. And I want them. I don't want it on my feed anymore. But I know I'm the reason that it's on my feed because I watch them. I hate watch them. But I just wanted to say that today. I think that's stupid. I think it's stupid, and I hate it.
I love you. I love the videos where like they where there's like a video of something that's going to splash water, and then it cuts to someone getting like absolutely doused with water.
Oh yeah, I'm here for
like,
that.
Come to Johnny's Tacos. Our tacos are wet, like or something. Like those always crack me up. Like I watch those all the time, but I know what's gonna happen. It's like someone's cutting a piece of fruit or something. It's like gonna splash much water. It's like
boom.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Come, we're 50% off sauna, like jacuzzis next week.
Yeah.
Fucking love it. Yeah. But yeah.
No, I'm with you, Chris. This is why I hate most of the internet because I look at every video as though it's staged, which is why I find them so not funny most of the time. Because I'm like, all of this is produced and all of this is staged. And somebody will show me a video and I'll be like, that was staged, right? And I'm like, no, this is real. This is like, look here, look at that. Like, this is, come on. And those videos in particular, maybe like at first, okay, funny, but not tasteful. Tasteful is just the theme here today. And I want my videos to be more tasteful.
Dan
organic.
Is so clearly trying to get the discount code to be Tasteful Maps. That's what the rest of this episode is about, isn't it?
I mean,
maybe we'll see. We'll see by the end of it where you land. But okay. I want tasteful organic videos.
Here's a question.
Don't Google search that.
I've had a few people tell me
may not get what you want.
That I personally have ruined the internet for them.
Well, you have a skippable face.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
Because they were like, I never thought that these things like were set up. I never thought that I thought like someone like actually like did them by themselves. And
Here's
then
the
they
thing.
found out that that a lot of the videos I do not. There's a full production crew on these videos.
Like
and I was like,
your NFL commercial, you reassured us here that those people were legitimately unaware of
They
what was
were
going
unaware.
on. If I had no idea who you were and I saw that, I'd question the legitimacy of how real it was, because that's who I am. And that's how I look at every video. So
that's true.
you're here shedding a light.
That's very true, Dan. I think I might think the same thing if I didn't know Didi and if I didn't believe him. Like it's a commercial. It's
Yeah, I've been
fake.
like, oh yeah, fake. Those are actors too. So,
man. Well, Dan,
good.
get it off your chest.
I'd be delightful too. Thank you. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, thank you, Chris, for the opportunity. Recently I was on a trip out to see you, Dee Dee, to Los Angeles. And that takes a couple plane rides to get there. And I mean, I've been on planes this year. I've been on planes. This was my first time on a plane. But I've been on planes recently. Okay. It's not like I went 4 years without being on a plane.
Been on a plane or two.
Been a plane or two. Do you guys remember the magazines on airplanes in like the seat back pocket in front of you, like right next to the safety brochure?
Yep.
Did you
Yes,
notice
sir.
those just disappeared completely?
Years ago.
Gone. Pandemic.
Yeah.
Wiped them out. They didn't want people touching stuff, right? And they just never came back. And it took me that long to realize it. This very trip, they're gone, and they're not coming back. And I'm not saying these magazines had life-changing content or anything like that, but after being on some flights recently, I kind of realized I think I miss these magazines. Like I think I miss having the option to pick up Air Mall and some of the other delightful magazines that these airlines would provide.
Pretty tasteful magazines. Really.
Tasteful. And they had tasteful maps of the terminals of the most popular airports. They did. Tasteful maps. Okay. They did. In the back, it was like in the index was the tasteful map section of the terminals. And sometimes you want to see where you're going. Right? They tell you where you're landing. I got another flight to catch over here. Is that a big walk? I don't know, because I don't have my tasteful maps. I gotta wait till I land. Okay. Highlights from like random cities around the world, around the country. I miss the kind of randomness of it all. And it's not like magazines in those situations have just disappeared completely because of the pandemic. I was at the doctor's office recently, and they still have the piles of magazines in the waiting room. And in fact, they had magazines inside the actual, what do you call it, room? Once you get the littler waiting room, as they call it, where you go in to see the doctor. They had magazines in there. They're like, we know you're going to be waiting in here too.
The doctor's office.
I guess there's multiple offices. It seems weird to call it an office, but yes. I was like the lab. No, it's
The operating room.
the operating room.
Okay.
Are you confused? Can I get you back
just
on
keep
track?
going. Just keep going.
Yeah. Why do I can't think of the name of what you call those rooms? But they had magazines in there too. I'm like, they know the doctor's not coming right in. You're gonna need a magazine while you wait here again. So there's magazines are still everywhere, people to put there. And like that's probably the worst place to put magazines. The doctor's office. Most people, not all people, but most people coming in there ill. Like maybe that's where we lose the magazines, but not the airplanes. Put them back on the airplanes. You know what I mean? Like, or like, can I at least get a QR code on the back of each seat, which has an updated like digital mag that I can scroll through without paying for your Wi-Fi, by the way, without paying for your Wi-Fi. I at least like give me that option. We're just looking for some free, lighthearted, barely interesting, tasteful maps and information to kill some time on my flight. And I miss them, and I want them to come back.
That might have been the best get off your chest segment that we've ever had on this show.
This is sad. This is such a niche. It's such a niche, like, aggravation.
We've been off for 2 weeks, and this is what's been bothering me the most.
Yeah, we had a presidential.
Life's okay right now, but you know what? This really taps my ass.
Presidential election. The country shifted dramatically.
And I'm like, hey, what about those magazines and airplanes? Where'd they go?
My God.
Oh,
Bring them
my
back.
God.
Bring back Air Mall. I don't want to, pay for any of that.
I remember my mom has always been like a huge germaphobe. And so I remember when I was younger, she would always tell me, don't take anything out of the back pocket of the airplane seat. She said it's like statistically one of the most like germ-ridden things you can touch, because it's just all day after day, people putting their hands in there, taking stuff. Like, it's like they don't wash that shit, right? So they don't disinfect it. So it's just like you're touching this. So I remember hearing that long before COVID. So I guess it makes sense that once COVID hit and everybody became aware of germs, now they're not there anymore. So thanks a lot, COVID, ruining yet another thing.
Trump. I feel like he's a big Air Mall guy. Just feels like it.
You think he'll bring him back?
Feels like he might bring him back. He might bring him back just because. They bring him back Air Mall. This is big boomer energy. I feel like my parents want Air Mall back. Like,
let's go. Let's get the mayor on board. Let's get the movement.
This feels big on the 60 plus community. This feels big. Like,
hey, well, we know they listen.
Plus, like,
we know they're listening.
Airplanes aren't the way they used to be. Like, here's what we're missing.
Hit us up at Brunch Breakdown if you're watching the video, in the comments below, right here. Let me know. Let me hear your voices. Let's start the movement.
Yeah, this is big.
That whole monologue, I felt like Michael Scott was talking to me.
The littler waiting room.
Yeah, like
that's from I can't remember what comedian said that. You go from one waiting room to the littler waiting room. That's where, magazines.
Oh man. All right, we ready? Let's do it. Gonna get this off my chest. So Dan and Shannon came out to visit and had a great time. And the one thing I want to say to people who go visit people in their friends' cities, like, be like Dan and Shannon and be able to do things on your own. Nothing annoys me more than when people come to visit and then they act like that they have no idea what to do with themselves if I'm not around or if Siobhan's not around. It is the most mind-blowing thing in the world. And I'm not talking about someone who comes to visit and they are from a town of population 600 people. No. Talking about people who live, work, play in major cities. And then when it's like, hey, gotta go do this thing, I'll meet up with you in a couple hours, they have no idea what to do with themselves. And it is the most frustrating thing, and it happens way more often than you would think. But with Dan and Shannon, they come out, and I'm like forgetting that these two know how to act. They understand each other. They understand that, like, yeah, like, that's cool, you're here, but like, we got things we want to do too. Like, Shannon comes out with a whole scroll of things that she wants to do and never gets to them all. But like, they're fine on their own. And I just want everybody to know that, like, be fine on your own. Like, be fine on your own when you go visit somewhere. If you don't want to be fine on your own, don't go visit that person. Don't. Please don't. Like, I promise you, that person you're going to visit in whatever place it is, they don't want you to come either. So just letting you know. Be fine on your own. I'm not talking about being fine on your own. You can be fine on your own all day, but whatever. I'm talking about being fine on your own just for a little bit. you know? Like, just be fine on your own. And like, you know, shouts to Dan and Shannon. And Shannon is like my counterpart when it comes to traveling because she plans things the same way I do. We got all the plans. Like, if me and Shannon went on a trip together, it'd be the best trip ever because we just plan everything. She's got all the ideas. I got all the ideas. It's amazing. So shouts to Dan and Shannon for just being able to, you know, function as normal people in another place. There you go.
Thank you. Such a high compliment for just doing normal things. That's what we take it. You're a busy guy. You're a dad. Dude. You know, you got things to do. We're not expecting to come out and you just spend every minute of every hour with us, you know, so and we're not going to just sit there next to you and wait. What do we do next? We don't know what to do. We're in one of the biggest cities in the world, but we'll just sit here and wait for you till you're ready. No. I mean, here's the thing. Maybe people need something to read on the airplane, like things to do in Los Angeles. And like, there's a gap there for a map, for a magazine. And then they come out and they're like, hey, we read this great article about Drew Carey's favorite spot to have tacos in Los Angeles. We want to go check it out. Just saying. But thank you. Thank you.
You know, something else that might help the situation, Didi, is if you could just have a nice little, it could be a table, something like that, with some tasteful maps that people can use to get out of your house.
Yes, tasteful celebrity home maps, tasteful taco joint maps,
celebrities' houses at night.
I love that. I love that. Didi, you should treat every time somebody comes out to visit you like a wedding where you have to have things to do, places to see nearby on your website, hotels to stay in, wink, wink. Use discount code Tasteful Maps and they'll give you the bulk rate.
Get out. Like,
just trying to help you out. Just trying to help you out.
God, Tasteful Maps.
That's what, right by your front door. All the little maps, just like you're a hotel. And just be like, you need something to do? Check out one of our Tasteful Maps.
Right.
Helping you out.
Let's get into Brews Day. Good Lord. All right. Anyone have Tasteful Maps brewing? I'll go first. So there is Mango Cart from Golden Road, and they now have Spicy Mango Cart on the shelves out here. So Spicy Mango Cart is what I had last night, and they somehow brewed it with tahini, and it tastes awesome, and it's super good. So Spicy Mango Cart by Golden Road. What I'm sipping on this week, boys.
I like it.
Wow.
Hit it.
I don't remember the specific name of the beer that I had last night, Dan. Do you remember? It was a Voodoo Ranger something. Yeah. So whatever that was is what I'm drinking. And I noted to Dan that the New Belgium was very sneaky with this beer. Because there's such a thing in the marketing and advertising world called visual accessibility. Okay, where you're supposed to make things visually accessible. When I bought this beer, and as I started drinking this beer last week, I had one for the first time last week, was completely unaware that it was 9.5% alcohol. Okay, until me and Katie each got like halfway through, and we're like, how do we parent? Because this is what is happening. So the 9.5 is written in almost the exact same color as the can. You can't tell.
Well done.
But whatever that was called is what I drank yesterday. And I'm not drinking it again because Pitt lost the football game and I'm pissed about it. That's all.
9.5.
It was well done. It was well done. How sneaky it was done on there. I'll say that. I saw it myself.
Yeah.
Just give me that Voodoo Ranger 9.5. You know the one. You know the one.
Cool. Thanks for telling us that there's a cool new mango cart a week after we were out there, DD. That's really exciting. That's a shame. But I'll go back to when we were out there because I want to give Santa Monica Brew Works a little love, a little shout out. And in fact, this is one of the places we went when we were on our own, DD. Well,
yeah.
We kept ourselves busy, right? We went to Santa Monica Brew Works. Did a little flight there. It was delightful, but I'm going to give a special shout out to the Pale. So they go PCH, right? PCH usually has one meaning out there in California. But no. Their PCH is Pale Chocolate Heaven. Pale Chocolate Heaven is the PCH for Santa Monica Brew Works. And this was their golden milk porter. Ooh. Yeah. And so it's a porter. You wouldn't know it by the looks of it, not by the can, but it's golden. So it looks more like a lager, right? In color. That makes it super smooth, lots of chocolate, but not overly heavy, right? Because it's a porter, not a stout, and it's a golden. So it drank super smooth. It was super tasty. The PCH series from Santa Monica Brew Works. I salute you, my friends. Delicious.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, that's Brews Day, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Tasteful Maps Brewing. And now, let's get into the main menu. It is now Fitness Brunch. Christopher Gates of ChrisGatesFitness.com. Take it away.
Cool. Yeah, so we got a few topics to dive into today. But you guys want to start with Marky Mark, maybe?
Let's do it.
I love it.
All right. Yeah. So, Marky Mark, building on his most recent musical success, now he's opening a gym, boys, in Vegas. And as they describe it, it's like, well, as he describes it, he says, it's the first time in history that luxury and serious fitness meet. Recovery, rejuvenation therapy, juice bars, cafe, retail stores, only the best vitamins and supplements for you. Big, crazy collabs. He's trying to blow this gym out and make it like I guess another attraction amidst all of the attractions in Vegas. And I think in our text message, this kind of evolved into not only, okay, what do you think of this gym concept, but also what do you think of the concept of going to the gym when you're in Vegas? So I'm happy to dive into either end of that discussion with you boys today. But what do you think? I mean, do you think this Marky Mark's gym is appealing? Is this something that you would want to stop by while you're in Vegas?
So here's what's funny about this, right? It's considered luxury and serious fitness meet. That's what it is. It's luxury and serious fitness meet, which I'm wondering which word that they were gonna use and how they landed on luxury. Because like luxury and serious, to me, that just means, okay, we're making a gym for people who just want to post videos on Instagram and people who still actually want to go to the gym and actually get a workout in. Because I just wonder what other words they were using to try to describe this, because he's got other gyms too. F45 is a very popular gym that he has, where it's like bare bones and it's literally like it's like intervals with weights. And it's literally like, wait, go to another station, wait. And it's like, and there's nothing cute about it. There's nothing special about it. It's literally just like, go there, lift weights. This is how we do it. F45, right? People like love it. My wife loves it there.
That's the tagline.
But like, this is the, like, yeah.
Go there, lift weights, F45.
Yeah, it's like, go there, lift weights. Like, they have classes at like 4:00 in the morning. Like, they're just like, it's like, go there, get the fuck out. This is the exact opposite of that, which like cracks me up.
Yeah, man. Like reading through all the stuff he's going to have in there. Where'd it go? He says, so state-of-the-art equipment, total body recovery amenities such as cryotherapy, compression therapy, infrared saunas, eucalyptus steam rooms, cold plunges, a full-service cafe. Like, this is something I've noticed becoming a thing in the fitness industry. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Christian Guzman. He is a fitness influencer that came up on YouTube, and he has a clothing brand called Alphalete. He's based just outside of Houston, Texas, and now he has basically like a theme park for fitness enthusiasts. It's called Alpha Land, where it's this huge complex. It's got like an indoor gym, an outdoor gym, like a bare bones gym. And they have like retail built into it and a lot of this other stuff that Mark Wahlberg is talking about for this gym. So this seems to be like the new wave is like when you have enough capital to be able to invest it in like a bigger property instead of like doing a franchise of an LA Fitness or building your own studio. Like now people are going this route of just building like a fitness complex and trying to attract other businesses to like buy into the thing that you have. It's interesting. I think for me as like I don't know, to what Didi just said, like get in, lift weights, get out, get on with your day type of thing. Like I think that's what most people are into. And so I just don't know that a lot of people are going to the gym so that they can also like buy candy and go like get a phone charge. I don't understand. I don't know. I just think most people don't go to the gym for that. So I struggle to see that stuff attracting people to a degree that's like significant. I just feel like most people are choosing a gym because of the equipment and the price of the membership.
Right. And I think that's an interesting point, Chris, where you can't just build another gym and expect people to just start showing up to it. You know, you have to be able to, what are you going to do that's going to pull customers away from the LA Fitnesses and the Planet Fitnesses over to yours? And this is like an oversaturation of everything in one place. They want you to spend more time here. But like, I don't know many people that want to spend more time at a gym than they do, to your point. Like, even if it's all this different stuff, it's not like, oh, I get my cryotherapy done over here and then I have to go to the gym. I'd like it to be in the same place. How many people are doing that?
Right.
I mean, I like the idea of the recovery elements of it, and specifically in Vegas, which I know we're getting into a little bit more deeper. But like, so I like those elements of the recovery nature versus just like more ways to work out and get your protein shake here rather than down the street. But a lot of people do. They want to get in and they want to get out at gyms. And like, I get it from a business standpoint, right? You want people to stay longer. They're going to spend more money. And it's supposed to be this, right? Because back to what you said, Didi, to start, luxury and serious, that sounds expensive. But the model here is high value, low cost. And like, is it?
Yeah, I mean,
right? Like, is it though? But still to be determined there. But like, this guy's a genius. It's gonna work. I don't know what it is. It makes no sense that Marky Mark has turned into like literally one of the smartest businessmen this country has.
We keep calling him Marky Mark.
Yeah. And he still shows up in some of the dumbest movies, and he's still like, well, Mark Wahlberg was funny in that. That's usually what we end up saying. And I don't know. I just talk about a train to jump on. Mark Wahlberg. I mean, people you want to be. He's on the short list.
Yeah, I guess the way this, I would assume like a big way that this attracts money or that it could is just because of like how many people are flying in, flying out of Vegas, and like it is an attraction, and like if you can get a day pass for $10, they probably make a lot of money on that. I know Alpha Land makes like in its first year or two, they were blown away by how many day pass when they budgeted for it, they did not think they were going to sell like 10 times more day passes than actual memberships. So I feel like he could sell a lot of day passes for this thing, and then it becomes, like I said, another attraction. But the thing is, and this leads us to the other part of this conversation about being in Vegas and working out for the day passes. Oh, I've never actually worked out when I've been in Vegas, but I have wanted to, because most of the hotels have like incredible gyms from what I've seen and what I've been told. Like the gyms at the hotels are awesome. So like then you're competing with that where those gyms are free if you're staying in the hotel. So are you going to really hop in a cab or an Uber to go out to
Literally.
Mark Wahlberg's thing? I don't know. I don't know about that, but yeah.
It feels like you would go to this gym if you want to get two things done efficiently. Because right now, most people, I guess you're probably everyone who knows, you would go to the gym, and if you do like cryo or you do cold plunges, you got to go somewhere else to go do that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I guess that is the thing. If you go there, you're getting two things done. That's why, like, if you were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like work out in Vegas or whatever, you go work out. Maybe you go there and get like, I don't know, if you can get like an IV thing done. People love doing the freaking IV thing after like, you know, partying for a couple days or whatever. They get the IV done. Maybe you go do that there and work out or whatever. So like, I feel like it stops you from making another stop. Like you're able to do two things at once. But the thing about hotel gyms in Vegas, though, they don't exactly advertise them.
They're hidden. It's
not like the Holiday Inn Express. It's not like other hotels were like, oh, we got a gym on the 5th floor. No. No, you kind of got to like call the front desk and ask like, hey, how do you get there? And they're like, oh.
And they'll be like, oh, there's a Tasteful map in your desk drawer. You can find your way to the gym.
But it's like a Tasteful map in your desk drawer. It's also like it's a Tasteful map in your desk drawer. Like, well, I don't see it. Oh, well, that's because it's on page. If you go to Matthew 1, verse 12, it's in there. Take that out, and then you'll see that's where the map for the gym is. They don't want you to know where the gym is in Vegas.
You don't walk by the gym like you do, like you said, right? You don't walk by it. Oh, there's the gym and there's the pool. Nope.
No. You do not. You know where the pool is, but for some reason, the gym is never near the pool, which is different than every hotel you've ever been to. They get you to the pool, but it's like, where's the gym? I don't know. Like, like, why are you asking so many questions? Yeah. You shady? What's wrong with you? What's your problem?
Next time we go to Vegas, guys, we gotta find the gym just to say that we found it.
Just like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, we're gonna do a TikTok series, Planet Hollywood. Yeah. Where's the gym?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would be hilarious. Good. Like, time it from the minute you step into that would be.
And you're only looking at like signs. You're just trying to find it. You don't ask anybody.
For help. Yeah.
Can't ask for help. No lifelines. Yeah. And this, I guess, Jim is starting in Vegas, and he wants it to. Of course, he wants us to grow, and he wants us to get in other cities. I don't know how well it will do in other cities, but this goes against like every rule of every other gym. Like, this is in Las Vegas. This gym should not open before like 9 a.m. Like, if you're coming in before 9 a.m., seek help.
He works out at 4.
Seek help. You should be going to bed at 4 if you're in Vegas. You should be going to bed at 4.
It's true.
Or no, some people go hard all day, go to bed at 8 o'clock, wake up 4 a.m. Let's get a workout in.
That's true.
Then they start going. Vegas doesn't shut down. I'm not saying that you open 24 hours. I think that's silly.
I don't support that.
That turns into some problems. But I mean, when it comes to regular workout time, like 5 a.m., you know, gotta be open.
It should be called wall buffs. That's all I gotta say. Right?
Wall buffs.
I mean, he's got Wahlburgers. This should be wall buffs.
That's what Wahlberg is going to be the cafe that's inside.
Ooh, only turkey burgers.
Yeah. All vegan options, but it's Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
What do you guys actually want your gyms to have? Like, outside of weights and cardio equipment? Like, do you want a cafe? Do you want infrared sauna? Do you want eucalyptus steam room and cold? Like what do you actually want in addition to the equipment you're going to use?
Masseuse. Actually, just people who do physical therapy there while I'm there. That's what I want. I want somebody to be able to like, I want to go work out, and then you're like, you know what? Do a little cupping sesh. Because somebody has to do that. You know, someone has to do that for you. You can't do that your own. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole thing with that.
No self-cup.
Yeah, you don't self-cup. You know what I mean? Or maybe there's like a stretching, or like, you know, like you get like professionally stretched. This is something I have done. It is amazing. If you've never been professionally stretched, Chris, it's something you should look into if you ever done it. Dan, same thing. Professionally stretched. It's amazing. But yeah, something like that. Like, I like the idea of being in one place to get two things done. I like that. Like, I think that is what I would want at a gym, is like just be able to do these things that you have to go to other places to go to do.
Yeah, I'm for both of those. What you said there, DD. I like that, and I do like the idea of like a juice bar. That I'm down with.
Yeah,
that I'm down with. In fact, that might give me more reason to come in. Be like, you know what, I'm gonna use a juice while I'm here. Get a little workout in. Get a little workout done. I'll tell you one of the things that I like hate the most about gyms is the people, frankly. And so what I've yet to see,
You'd like to remove them, is what
I'd like to remove the people. I want like isolated workout pods that limit the distractions. That's usually my problem, is that people are distracting, right? And so maybe there's a TV in there. Maybe you have your own speakers, right, in there where you can listen to music without having to put headphones in. Maybe one of those like workout mirrors, right, where you can do the individual workout with the person in the mirror. Some other things in there. I know logistically, maybe Chris, we can work some things out about the equipment that's in there. Maybe it's just bands in there. I don't know, but something where there's like kind of more of like an isolated workout pod where I can just be focused rather than all the distractions of the people.
That's a cool idea. I like that. And like, it's like a personal workout. Yeah. Workout pod. And like, it could just be, something that you have to reserve ahead of time. And then you basically have like, not a Vegas hotel, but like a Holiday Inn hotel workout room where there's like an elliptical, there's dumbbells that go up to like 30 pounds,
right?
A yoga mat. And like, if that suits you, get in there, get the work done. You got like a half-hour block of time or whatever. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
I love that. I like that a lot. Because I wonder what the personal trainer, like specifically like personal trainers at gyms, like that was a thing. And I wonder if that has like died down, because there's so much about like gym, like whatever they call it, like gym intimidation or whatever. It's like people, and I wonder how much that has changed because of Peloton, because of like everybody's got their own app and they've got their trainer that they like. Whether you're doing cardio, whether you're lifting weights or whatever, you've got the person who teaches classes several times a week on this app. You go to that person because that person can't judge you. That person can't see you. You're not being looked up and down by that person. And I just like wonder, I mean, honestly, a lot of it for women too, because like, I'm sure that they're, trainers that be taking an extra look or two, doing a little extra touch or two that people don't like. And so I do wonder like how many people would like to go somewhere and do the wall thing. Because at first when you said it, I was like, well, you're going to a gym. Why would you do that? Then I'm like, wait, like people like to work out this way. People don't want a person in there. Yeah. Maybe they don't want a person in there with them. They want that person that's on the mirror,
Yeah, or even like I think the smaller studio space gyms are like kind of phasing out, when it's like that's often something I've thought of is like, if I ever expanded the business to something in person, what I would love to do is have it be a small studio space where like max 3 people at a time. And like you pay a premium for that, right? You pay a bit more, but to be able to be in there, not have to wait for equipment, not have to worry about like all these people, intimidating you or, making you feel uncomfortable to the point where you can't even focus on your workout, like being able to be in a studio space. It seems like those are falling by the wayside when we have then like mega Mark Wahlberg fitness compounds opening up. And like, again, I just don't know that most people aren't looking for that. And to this point, it's like most people don't feel comfortable in the gym. So the last thing they want to do is go to the biggest gym they've ever seen to lift weights. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's interesting that like, what Dan described and what we're kind of building on here is like the thing that nobody's making anymore. And so maybe we've just identified a business.
I also, wait, that's a great point that you just mentioned with like the biggest gym is that like in Vegas, with the sexiest people.
Yeah.
Talk about a distraction.
Like, all the things. Talk about a distraction. Talk about being intimidated. Talk about all the things.
Yeah.
Like all the things. Yeah. I got you. But wait, is there, Dan, you may know this, because what Chris just described is like we work out. So like, is there a we work for gyms?
Dude. That's a really good question.
Did we just come up on something?
I don't know if they're.
What is is this a thing? What is WeWork?
WeWork is
so
like
co-working,
office
like
space.
Where you can
hoteling office space.
Right.
you rent
Right.
office space, and it's like, and there's big conference rooms you can rent, and there's also just like literally like phone booths that you can rent to go do your work. And I'm like,
Yeah. Like some businesses like work out of co-working spaces because they don't want to pay.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay long term. Usually it's a small commitment. You get all the amenities of an office space without really paying for them. There's no lease. There's a huge advantages with co-working spaces. But that's interesting. I don't know if there is anything like that in the fitness world. And maybe that's where our idea is coming to peak here.
Might have to edit this out of the pod.
Yeah.
Yes, I was about to say that.
I really think we
Right.
came on something just now, guys.
Somebody should look that up when we're done recording, and I know a group text where we could talk more about it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Well,
TM.
I want to end the podcast now and start Googling shit.
Yeah, I need you to really take a deep dive in WeWorks and start thinking about WeWorkout. TM. TM.
All right, we're coming up against time here, and I know we want to do music. So I'll just put a little PSA out there. Just a little PSA to end the fitness brunch segment here. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, lots of gatherings coming up, right? Lots of family, friend stuff, lots of food, lots of drinks. Just enjoy it, okay? There's a very big key to enjoying the holiday season and not letting your health go to shit. Enjoy the days and just the day, okay? As long as you don't eat like an asshole between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're going to be fine. So when you have a party, when the actual holiday occurs, do what you do, right? You probably only get mom's stuffing once a year, right? You only get the turkey and gravy and all that stuff. It doesn't come around, so just enjoy it because it's only going to happen once. But then when you got leftovers, eat them in moderation again, okay? Just don't continue to stuff yourself. You don't have to do that, but you can do that on the day. And just enjoy it and get right back to your normal routine tomorrow. It's going to be fine. That's my professional coaching advice.
And then come January 2nd, sign up for WeWorkout. You can use our promo code Tasteful Maps.
Yeah. I think that's the code.
Yeah.
See? You see how we just build and build and
It's
build
so
and build?
easy to create a discount code. So like I could just do it, whatever. I'm not going to promote that out there anywhere else. But so fine. I'm looking at
right.
dates.
You got to do one for the listeners because you're going to put your promo code Black Friday out there for everybody.
Yes.
Right? This is this group of this audience right here.
Special to
Dedicated,
Brunch
loyal
Breakdown listeners, yes. Use the discount code Tasteful Maps. The sale runs November 25th. That's Monday, November 25th through Monday, December 2nd, which is Cyber Monday. Use the code Tasteful Maps. Get yourself, I'll bump it up. Get yourself 80% off your first.
Let's go. See this?
That's what I'm talking
we
about.
start talking business and strategy on here. We got them lubricated up. Let's go. Let's put another hour on this bad boy, and who knows what we're gonna get out of Chris at this point. Jeez. And Didi, if this isn't labeled Tasteful Maps Brunch, I'm gonna be so
it's
mad
done.
at you.
It is. It is. I mean, it was in the first like 2 minutes of this podcast. So it's Tasteful Maps, bro.
It's how we
John
work.
King. Shout out John King, man.
Yeah, shout out John King.
John the King.
Yeah. Shout out everybody. Chris, one thing about that with the Friendsgivings and all the things going on, do you have any tips on preparing for the day that you know it's going down? Because everyone knows, because there's a thing, there's leftovers for sure,
about to go
but you
down.
know the day
that
it's going down. Whether that's Thanksgiving, I know some people, you got several families to go to, but because listen, some people, they got to go to their in-laws, and you're like, don't really fuck with my in-laws' food, but I fuck with my mom's food, and that's on Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, do you have any tips on the prepare for that day that you know it's going down?
It's about to go down. Yeah, man. Like I try to make this as as simple and tasteful as I possibly can. I know a lot of people don't, most people don't track their diet. Like, you're not in MyFitnessPal tracking everything, but like we can use that as an example where it's like, if to maintain your weight, you needed to eat 2,000 calories a day, just like purely hypothetical, you could, for a week leading up to Thanksgiving Day, maybe a week before Thanksgiving, you could quite simply remove like the one snack that you eat. Maybe it's a 200 calorie snack. If you do that for a week, you bank up 1,400 calories, right? That can be reallocated to Thanksgiving. This is something called calorie cycling. So I do this with my clients. We're doing a lot of this right now where it's like, yeah, if you normally eat 2,000 calories, if you bump it down to 1,800 by just eliminating like the yogurts you have at night, then you can go into Thanksgiving with 3,400 calories to eat, and you're going to be able to do it flexibly, not have to feel restricted, not have to worry about it, whatever. Like, so that's the approach. Whether you track or not, it's like find that one thing that is going to be relatively sustainable for you to eliminate for 5 to 7 days. Cut it out and understand that it doesn't seem like you're doing a lot in that moment each day. It's like, oh, I'm not eating the granola bar, but what's this really doing? If you do it for a week, it adds up to actually a massive amount of calories that, you know, you just kind of build yourself some breathing room. So that's normally the strategy we put in. It's normally the most effective.
Love a good nighttime yogurt.
Nighttime, hey man, little Greek yogurt before bed.
Hashtag nighttime yogurt.
I'm not changing the discount code, Dan. It's not.
Oh man, let's get into music. Dan, what are you listening to?
Debbie Dawson. Putting her back on the playlist. I had her on the playlist earlier this summer, if the name rings a bell, when I heard her song Happy World for the first time, and it just stuck with me. And so now she has a new track out called Walla Walla. It's not a children's song.
Okay.
But I've heard this track, and it's super catchy, sticks with me. There's something here. Debbie Dawson. Remember the name. Remember what happened 4 years ago with Teddy Swims. Remember. We might have something here with Debbie Dawson.
Never forget.
Best New Artist nominee, Teddy Swims.
My man.
Shouts to Teddy. All started here on the
That's
Brunch
right.
Breakdown.
That's right.
It all started here. So, yeah, we like our check, Teddy. Or at least a plaque. We get a plaque.
Come on.
Can you just tweet? Like one tweet? One tweet.
Just one.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you listen to?
Real quick. Katie asked for Dan's instant analysis to a headline, and it's music related. It's about Grimes.
Gosh.
Ex's Elon Musk and Grimes are house hunting for Bel Air mansion to share with his other children's moms. This says Elon Musk and Grimes hope to live with all of his children and their mothers.
I hate that so much. And they're like not really together anymore, but they're kind of co-parenting, which is a step forward. But this is just, what are we doing? She's lost it. She has absolutely lost it. And he's terrible.
There you go. All right.
There you go, Katie. Just for you.
My first song is by my favorite new ska band, Millington. They put out a song called Radio, a precursor to an album that they're going to be dropping, and it is so good. Like, it makes me feel like I am, by listening to it, playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Like, it is so good. You both are going to absolutely love this song, and I think our listeners will too. Millington's new song Radio is my first pick.
This song you either love or you hate if you listen to it. Rose from Blackpink and Bruno Mars put out a song called Apartment. APT. It is. If you like this song, it is the most catchiest song in the world, and I love it so much. Bruno sounds so awesome on it.
Yeah.
And I just love this song so much. It might be the most fun song of 2024. Like, this song's awesome. Like, there is nothing that will put you in a bad mood from this song. this song is just feel good, and I feel like a lot of people need to feel good right now, and so Apartment, APT, Apata, the fucking jam. So Bruno Mars, Rose.
I was told, I think it's a card game or it's a drinking game in Korea, which is what the chorus kind of comes from.
Yeah.
There's something to do with it. So,
dude.
Yeah. But you're right. You either
know.
love it or hate it. You either love it or hate it. That's a good one, though. Next one up for me is from a band called Bad Sons, no stranger to the sounds of brunch. And they did a cover of, I honestly don't know if I knew that this was the name of the song, Love Fool, 1996 song. The Cardigans, ringing a bell? Love me, say that you love me. Fool me, go on and fool me. That song. It's called Love Fool. Anything but you.
Yeah, cut that part out, Dan. Come on.
Right. And this is a cover of that song. And honestly, I think this version's better. It's really good. So shout out to Bad Sons. Shout out to learning that song's called Love Fool.
That's a 90s throwback, man. What a song. All right, my next one is from a band called 408. I've talked about them on the podcast before. I don't like them, but I like this song. They are a pop punk band that they're just they're too much. They're too much trying to be pop punk in the stuff that they put out to the point where it's cringy. But they have a song called All My Fault that is good.
Why don't you hate that?
Yeah.
I hate that. That was Harry Styles for me, and now I'm in the pool. I'm swimming. I'm like, damn it, this is a catchy song. I don't like this, man. And now I'm like do 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 do. That's me. So
yeah.
Oh man. All right. Tyler the Creator just put out a new album, and there's a song with Doechii called Balloon, and it is a jam. I love this song so much. It is just awesome. And if you don't know about Doechii, she's incredible. And Tyler the Creator, two very creative, weird people.
Weird.
Together. It was as soon as I saw this on the track listing, I was like, I have to listen to this one song right now. And it's as good as I thought it would be. So Balloon, Tyler the Creator, Doechii, check it out.
There you go. Boys, she's back. My girl. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. She disappeared with the magazines in the airplanes, and now she is back. And she gave me just what I wanted. A song called Who Said, with her distinguished vocals. And it's a super catchy chorus. And I know this is just the start of more meh to come. And I'm very, very excited to have her back in my life.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
I'm just excited to listen to this tasteful little ditty.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
All right, my last one. State Champs put out a new album. The album is called State Champs. Good luck remembering that. Guys, this is what we want from a pop punk band. 12 songs, 36 minutes. Energy. Yeah, right. Energy throughout. They didn't release 6 of the songs ahead of time. I'm going to put the song Golden Years on the playlist. I will say, though, the more these pop punk bands that I've loved for a decade plus, the more they put out albums, the more it just solidifies this thing that I've known about myself, and I continue to know it harder. Is that when I find a band, the album that I find that band with, I'm never going to love another album more than that one. Than that first one. Finer Things from State Champs is in my opinion, their best album. And they can't put an album out that's better than that because that's the one that I found them with. And I'm that way for every pop punk band I've ever discovered. So it's a good album. It's not their best, but so be it.
All right. Well, guys, want to feel old real quick?
Oh, sure. Why not?
14 years ago, Kid Cudi put out his second album.
Jesus.
Man on the Moon, Volume 2,
Jeez.
The Story of Mr. Rager. And I'm putting Erase Me by him and Kanye on the playlist. Yes, 14 years ago.
Yikes.
It was 23.
I mean,
That
you know
adds
how old
up.
You are.
That adds up.
Yep. When he said 14 years ago, I was like, yep, that sounds about right. But 14 years ago. So give that album a listen. Really good. And Erase Me, Kanye, putting that on the playlist because I love that song to this day. And yeah. So sorry if I made you guys feel old.
Yeah. Awesome.
You're welcome. Look on your face, Chris.
He's sickened. He's sickened.
You're sickened. You're like 14.
Yeah.
14.
Jesus.
Good God. Well, that's what we're listening to. Check out the playlist on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play the sounds of Brunch. Boys, is there anything that you want to give to the people? Any final thoughts?
I don't know how there's anything we haven't covered today.
Yeah, honestly.
If there's like randomly seems like there's a chunk of the podcast missing when you're listening to this, just know that we have a secret business idea that we decided to eliminate from the recording.
So
and that's all ours now. So sorry.
You guys need to because I'm about to leave, right? I'm leaving the house right after this. You guys need to Google this and let me know before tomorrow when I edit this podcast if that's something that I need to cut out.
If we need to remove it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Otherwise, stick to your tasteful maps and they will get you through life just fine.
That's it. It's the Brunch Breakdown. We're out.